Alright guys, want to make a quick video for you. Just a reminder to go ahead and candle your eggs. For some of the new guys that are starting off, this might be your first year breeding. Personally, guys, I don't like to wait too long. I definitely don't want to wait to the very end, 18, 19 days to find out my eggs didn't hatch. Try to get them as soon as possible. I mean, for me, the end goal is to not just get my next year's winners, but to test these pairs. And I believe you need, I would say, a minimum of 3 rounds, 6 youngsters out of a pair to truly test them, because they're not all good. We know this. So don't wait too long. I like to give it 5-6 days max before I'll test an egg, or I'll candle an egg in this case. And if they're no good, I chuck them out, and I might set myself up maybe 2 weeks behind versus setting myself up a month behind. So like I said, don't wait too long, guys. Go ahead and candle them. If you don't see life after 6 days, they're no good. It's as simple as that. Some of the older hens will show later compared to the younger hens. A young hen can show life within 3 days. Some of the older hens might take 4 or 5 days, but still, you'll see life by the 6th day, guaranteed. So if you don't see life by the 6th day, don't waste your time, guys. I'm going to try to do this one-handed. I'm going to show you guys what to look for. And I'm going to use 2 separate hens, a hen that's further along and a hen that egg is just showing life. So bear with me here. I'm going to try, like I said, my best to do this with one hand. So let me go ahead and borrow this hen's eggs. Well, I guess that's, and let's see if I can't get a good image. Bear with me here, guys. Okay, this is definitely a good image, but hopefully you guys can see it as well. Let's see. There you go. So that egg there, I would say it's probably, let's say, 5 or 6 days old right there. You can see plenty of veins. You can see the life of the embryo right in the dead center there. So that's a clear giveaway. Now, some of the hens that I have just laid, it might be 3-4 days. It won't be so apparent. And I'll show you one for example. And all I'm using, guys, is my pocket light. And I just, for the camera purpose, it have to be real close, but usually you can see it from, right away as soon as you put your light on it. Half the time, I don't even touch the egg. I just put the light to the egg, and I'll be able to see veins and life. So let me go ahead and grab another egg, an egg that isn't as far along, to show you guys what to look for. Always be very careful with these eggs. The hens and cocks sometimes are very aggressive, and they'll go ahead and smack your hand, and if you're not careful, you will drop that egg. So I'm not sure if we're going to be able to see this one. Bear with me here, guys. Because this egg is very, very new. So you could just see vein. You could just see life. So it would be about the 1 o'clock position. Man, I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see this or not, but let me grab another egg, because I can definitely see it. I just don't know if it's going to show on camera. Let me grab another egg. That's not that far along. I just kind of want to show you what an early egg may look like. Let's say a 3 to 4 day egg, in case you guys are candling a little bit earlier. Okay, this is a pretty decent one here. You can definitely see life. Okay, so, man, I'm having a real hard time, guys. I definitely don't want to drop these eggs, so bear with me here. Alright, you guys can, I don't know if you guys can, but I can definitely see red vein in this. And this egg is about 4 days old. Man, I don't know if you guys are seeing it. I don't know if I'm wasting my time, but I can't really focus at the same time either, because I'm holding the camera with one hand. But nonetheless, guys, that's the point I'm trying to make. Go ahead and candle those eggs, and just be very careful when you're handling them, because, like I said, some birds are very aggressive. They'll protect those eggs. They'll protect that nest, and if you're not careful, they'll smack that egg right out of your hand, and then you lost an egg trying to do something, right, and it ends up being something wrong. So go ahead and candle your eggs. Don't wait too long. And like I said, you might be out a couple weeks, but you're not going to be out a couple months, and you'll still be able to recover and get that 3rd round out of the pair of birds, and then you'll find out. Like I said, in my case, this year I ended up having, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 hens gave me 1 egg each. I do breed early, and from what I understand, that could be a kind of a side effect of breeding real early. Most guys will go ahead and throw away the first round of eggs and just raise another set. I'm not going to do that this year because I have, between this loft and my hen's coop, I have 22 pairs on eggs right now, and I'd hate to have to start over again. Yeah, I'm going to miss out on 4 youngsters, but hopefully I'll be able to catch up on those birds later on. Maybe say towards the third round, I may use pumpers for those pairs, especially if they're showing some good worth. But one issue I had this year is this cockbird, that recessive red, and then my raven, my 2017 winner. Both were blank eggs. I don't know why. I moved, if you guys remember, I moved Raven from the top box here because I assumed he wasn't mating well enough in that top box, and he kept giving me blank eggs all of last year, and this year's starting to be about the same. I'm not really sure what to do. I do have a couple individual breeding boxes I can put them into in the garage if I had to. I'm going to try to give them another round. If the second round of eggs is blank as well, then I'm going to go ahead and remove them and put them in the garage. I just cannot waste another year not getting anything out of this bird. I've used them last year. I ran 3 rounds out of them, then used them as pumpers. I have to get something out of him this year. This would be going on 2 years. I got nothing out of him. And I'm not saying that he's going to produce winners, but man, I'd really like to know. But like I said, I'm getting off track here, guys. Candle those eggs. Don't wait too long. Again, the gist of it, the goal, I should say, is to get 3 rounds from these pairs to really test them. And again, not only to get your next year's racers, but to truly test your breeders. So at the end of the season, you know what to get rid of. There's no point in keeping a bad breeder behind, and try to get as many youngsters out of them as possible. At least that's my goal. So we'll see you on the next one, guys. Hopefully the video shows well enough on what an egg should look like. Like I said, I apologize. It's going to be real grainy. It's going to be real shaky. I should have really had somebody help me out, but it's late. I just got off work. I'm trying to make this one for you, and I just didn't have anybody to give me a hand this time around. So I'll see you on the next one, guys.